I'm going to take this opportunity just to say a few words about lymphatic disease, really on Caitlin's behalf. This is a terrible problem to live with. Her parents probably devote at minimum 6 hours a day to her care, and her life has been nothing but medical care from its inception. She has amazing bravery and amazing aplomb in the way she approaches life. She goes to school as a regular schoolgirl and has friends and does her studies. When she comes to see me in clinic, she sits and does her homework while I talk to her parents, and yet her future has been checkered by lots of ignorance, and she deserves better. And I think that this event this evening underscores how important this organization, LE&RN, is to the future of people like Caitlin and the future of many in the room and many outside of the room. We need answers, and I think answers can be and will be forthcoming, and much of it can occur and has occurred because of the impact of LE&RN. I've been either in front or at the sidelines for much of the career of this organization, and I can say that the growth in knowledge and the growth in interest in lymphatic problems is almost uniquely due to the impact of this organization, which has been profound at a governmental level, at a financial level, and in a way in which scientists have felt empowered to pursue the questions that need to be answered today and tomorrow. I am very proud to be a lymphatic investigator, and Kathy asked me to mention just a couple of the exciting projects that are currently underway, and I think hope is about all that we can aspire to. So let me give you a couple of kernels of hope. There are many, many areas in the world in which the lymphatics are being investigated, but at Stanford we've had a particular interest in looking at ways in which we can bring science directly into the clinical care of lymphedema and to change the face of lymphedema. So two exciting projects I'd like to tell you about. Both are clinical trials that have been launched within this last month. The first made the news wires just a few days ago in that we have developed a biological scaffold that we think will turn lymph node transfer from a relatively not so successful surgery to one that can really change the outcome for people that have lymphedema and choose a surgical solution. And we are enrolling our first patients in that trial after having shown that the device works very well in a large animal model of lymphedema. So we're very excited that this may provide new surgical solutions that are really very much to be embraced. The second involves, I believe, one of the sponsors for this evening, which is Eiger Pharmaceuticals, which is taking forward science that we have developed over the last 10 years, working initially in animal models of lymphedema, looking for drug therapy solutions for the disease. We've had a lot of exciting clues initially in the animal model, validated in some clinical studies that will be published later this year. And I'm excited to say that there is a new drug on the horizon that we are launching in clinical trials. And in fact, we will be dosing the first patient in the clinical trial at Stanford next week. So I expect lymphedema to look very different within the... Thank you. This is an exciting frontier that we've been trying to approach for a decade, and it's finally happening. And I think that the end of the day, the message is hope. And all of you have learned to thank for that in large measure. We need to put a face on lymphedema and lymphatic diseases. We need to support LE&RN financially. And unfortunately, I have to go back to Stanford tonight to take care of patients in the hospital in the morning, but my heart will certainly be with all of you. So thanks very much. And thank you for Caitlin as well.